Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning again. I hope you're all doing good. You guys know I love a bargain. Behind me is a bike that has been built from many bargains. And today I have something cool to add to this bike that's going to make it more lightweight, more comfortable, and it's not going to break the bank. I'm talking about 3D printed saddles. So these saddles are made by RYET, I believe that is. I've never heard of this brand before, I'm going to be honest, but I don't judge now because there's a lot of brands that I've never heard of. There's a lot of new brands that are coming out, and just because you've not heard of them doesn't mean they're not good, and just because they're cheap it doesn't mean they're not good. So on the cyclist website they did a review of all the top 3D printed saddles, and the prices varied from £150 to £500, and that is a huge amount of money to be dropping on a saddle. So I went on my favourite website for discounts and bargains, that is AliExpress. I'll be honest, I love it. I've partnered with them a few times. This video is a partnership with AliExpress, but look what I got. I got myself an absolute bargain. So I picked up a couple of 3D printed saddles from AliExpress, and honestly I was shocked at the price. So I've been using a 3D printed saddle for a while. I love it, it's very comfortable, but the main issue is they're incredibly expensive. And why is 3D printing so expensive? I thought 3D printing would be cheaper, but then I don't know much about 3D printing, so I might be wrong. So when I was on AliExpress and I saw that I could pick up a 3D printed saddle for under £25, I mean, you can't not, right? I got one with aluminium rails because this bike, you need a special adapter to be able to use carbon rails on it. So I'm going to be putting this one with the Ali rails on this. Look at that, looking very lovely. But yeah, look at this. So as you can see, like inside here, there's honeycomb layers all the way through here, and it gives you this nice, like cushiony feel. I mean, it is very, very sprung. It does feel like it'll be comfortable. And then I got this work of art. Look at this. So this does look very similar to some very much more expensive saddles. This saddle is £38. £38, and this is a full carbon 3D printed saddle. I mean, this is why I love AliExpress. Like, once you know what you're looking for and the brands to look for, you can pick up some amazing bargains on there. £38 for a 3D printed carbon saddle. I mean, both of these are incredibly light. The carbon one weighs in at about 170 grams, and the aluminium rail one, that one is slightly heavier. Obviously, that's 255 grams. Still not a massively heavy saddle. The bike that I'm going to put the aluminium rail saddle on, I mean, it's not a lightweight road bike. It's a crit bike, it's an aluminium frame, it's got deep rims on it, it's got big tyres on it. It's not a weight weenie bike, and this saddle is lighter than the one I've got on there. I think it looks a hell of a lot better. I'm kind of like modernising my old crit frame. And this one, I'm actually thinking of putting on a flat bar gravel bike, because that's quite a heavy bike and I would like to start shaving off a little bit of weight. So if you want to shave off a little bit of weight on your bike at a budget, I mean, normally the cost to shave off weight per gram is incredibly expensive. So when you think about it, £38, 170 grams, that'll make my flat bar gravel bike a few grams lighter, and then now all I need to do is find another way to shave off like 10 kilos and I'll be happy. How nice this is, you know? So for anyone that worries about the quality of stuff from AliExpress, I mean, it's very hard to show you like in detail. I've tested a lot of products over the years, so you do kind of like learn to spot like what's going to last, what's not going to last. And look at this. I think it just, honestly, it looks so good. So I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get this saddle on the bike. We're going to see how it looks. I'm super excited to try it out. And whilst I'm fitting this, you guys can let me know, like, have you ever shopped on AliExpress? If you have, what do you think? If you haven't, why not? When I first started using AliExpress, my concerns were obviously like the quality and then the postage. And the more stuff I've ordered, the more I've realised that that's not actually an issue. The postage is incredibly quick. It took 7 days for my order to come, which is incredibly fast. I mean, you know, this is shipping from China. And then quality-wise, I mean, like I say, I've like the handlebars on this bike are from AliExpress. This seat's from AliExpress, my chain is from AliExpress, my chain set is from AliExpress, a lot of stuff is from AliExpress. I've never had an issue with any of it. In an ideal world, I'll be putting the carbon rail saddle on this, but like I say, this seat clamp will not allow it. And maybe I can find a new clamp for carbon rails on AliExpress, who knows. These specialised seat posts, by the way, why are these so expensive? I didn't realise how expensive they are, but Jesus Christ. You could buy about 15 saddles for the price of this seat post. So there we go, it's all set up. I do need to adjust the angle, obviously, to get it like sitting level, because it looks like we're pointing very much up in the air right now. So when you're setting up your bike, especially in a rack, make sure you take your bike out of the rack, put it on the floor, get the saddle nice and level when it's on the floor and the wheels are level, rather than doing it in the rack, because what will happen is you'll get it level in the rack, you'll put it on the floor or you go out for a ride and your saddle's pointing at all sorts of weird angles. And as someone that's had a whole heap of injuries, trust me, getting fitted for your bike is very, very important. Actually, saying that, I have had multiple bike fits and I still have loads of issues with my back. But I don't think they're related to cycling. Anyway, I'm digressing. So, 3D printed carbon saddle from AliExpress that comes in about 10 times cheaper than the competitors. We've got that one all set up. That's looking lovely. So now all I have to do is get a flat bar gravel bike out and we're going to put one hell of an upgrade on it. Look at that, that's so nice. So now it's time to upgrade the flat bar gravel bike. I know I shouldn't clamp bikes by the top tube, but neither of these frames are carbon, so don't panic, guys. So as you guys know, it is Black Friday, it's the time of a lot of sales, all that stuff. So AliExpress do actually have a spring shopping festival on. It started on the 11th. There's a lucky box draw, there's loads of coupons to be had. Like basically what you can do is you can earn cash back on your purchases and then you can use that cash back on a future purchase. And I genuinely do shop at AliExpress, I'll be honest. You know, the crankset on this bike, that's from AliExpress. The pedals on my like gravel bike, they're from AliExpress. There's a whole heap of things on there, you know, and if you are going to go do some shopping, I'll put some links down below, or you can scan the QR code that's on the screen now. But what that'll do is you can join my team and then we earn like more cash back, the more people that are buying stuff, you know. And obviously it's up to you if you want to go and purchase things on AliExpress. I'm not forcing you to, but do you want to spend up to £500 on a carbon saddle, or do you want to get one for under £40? I mean, under £40 for a full carbon 3D printed saddle. You guys know that I abuse the crap out of my bike, so this saddle will be getting a thorough kick in, it will be getting a proper testing, and we will see how it holds up. But if the crankset, the pedals, everything else I've bought from AliExpress is anything to go by, it's going to be damn good quality. So yeah, make sure you check out AliExpress. What do you guys think though? I feel like this one does have a better profile. I do feel like this one has a nicer profile. It looks like more racy than the one with aluminium rails. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to testing these out. I'll put links down below to everything. There's a bunch of discount codes. They're there on the screen. You can use those depending on how much you spend. Thank you as always for watching. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and massive thanks to AliExpress for getting involved with the channel. I'm off to ride this bike now and test out this saddle. I'll catch you later. Bye. So whilst I'm putting this on, I will tell you, oh my God, I've got this one stuck. Oh my God. Oh, it's just so easy, see? Easy peasy.